What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk about jetty spearfishing because it is right around the corner. The jetties are going to start heating up and clearing up pretty soon. So I just want to kind of talk about some of the gear that you may or may not need. Alright, so first I'm actually going to show y'all some footage from 2016. Yes, 3 years ago. This was super early in my spearfishing career, so just keep that in mind when you're watching. Actually, I haven't really filmed a lot of my spearfishing at the jetties because usually it's so dirty you can't really see that much. But this particular dive that you're gonna see in a minute was super clear, and there was actually a lot of fish. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to show y'all, give y'all kind of like an idea of what jetty spearfishing can be like. And I have a nose in my, I'm trying to talk while I got this dog, you know, on my leg. Anyways, but yeah, I'm just gonna give y'all an idea of what jetty spearfishing can be like, but just keep in mind that this was very early in my spearfishing career, so here's that footage. Alright, so now that you guys have seen that, there was plenty of fish, as you could see. There was a lot of black drum, mangrove, snapper. There was a bunch of snook in there too, actually, and of course the sheepshead. A lot of them were actually pretty small. So, and you know, looking back at that, being brand new, I thought I was pretty selective. So I'm kind of proud of myself for that. Anyways, now we're gonna talk about some of the gear that you might need and some of the gear that you actually don't need that you may think that you need. So let's get into that. Why are you still sniffing me, dude? Oh my god. Okay, chill. Dude. Okay, if Sadie doesn't knock my camera over, I'm gonna show y'all the spear gun that I use at the jetties. So this is my jetty spearfishing gun. You definitely do not need to go this route. I didn't get it for jetty spearfishing. It just turns out it's perfect for it. For me, I like it. The reason being is that it's a mid handle, and what that means is that I'm gonna have less gun in front of me, and I'm gonna have more leverage with the handle at the middle. So I get more band stretch, but my hand is also up here. I can move it around, and there's less gun actually in front of me. So spearfishing at the jetties, you're usually dealing with super low vis, and having this mid handle helps a lot with mobility and just having less gun in front of you. So I'm also gonna show y'all some other options you can go for that are a lot cheaper than this, and will work just as well, if not better. So alright, so I'm just going to brief over this really quick. The cheapest option that I've found is going used, and you can get like these JBL carbines for definitely a lot cheaper than this, but you can also get them new here, obviously, and I would go for something like the Mini. Just kind of gauge it off your visibility. If you're getting like 3 to 4 feet of viz, the Mini will be better, and if you're getting like 6 to 7 foot of visibility, then definitely go for the Mini carbine. JBL also used to make these. They're not really mid handles, but they have these butt extensions right here, and that just kind of helps with mobility and being able to move your gun around more in that low vis. If you can find one of these used, these will work as well. I'd probably go for the Explorer 20 or the 22 here. I don't think JBL makes these anymore, so if you can, just try to find one used. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more money, then you can go here to JBL again, and I guess this is their new Explorer series. These are rear-handled pipe guns, and if you're going to go for this design, then I would definitely go for like a 55 centimeter. There's some other brands that make them, like Mako spear guns. They make a 50 centimeter, and then like Rob Allen and Hatch spear guns, and probably some other brands make these rear-handled pipe guns as well. These are great. A lot of companies are making these nowadays, and if you get the right size, they'll be just as good as, say, like a mid-handle. So yeah, check them out. This is probably your cheapest option right here, and then of course you can upgrade to a more expensive one if you'd like. So now I'm going to show y'all some of the other gear that does not relate to the weapon. Alright, so this is the kind of spearfishing fin I would recommend for the jetties. What I mean by that is it is plastic. So at the jetties you're around a lot of rocks, just a lot of things. You're going to be pretty rough on your fins, so I would definitely go for plastic. I've been using these for like my entire 3-year spearfishing career, and yeah, they're pretty scratched up, and I'm sure that you do not want to see that on your carbon fins. So if you don't want to mess up your good fins, just use some plastics, or if you have plastics, you're great. These are really good fins. Also, depending on the water depth, you might want to use shorter fins, but the jetties that I dive usually is deep enough that long fins do benefit. So as far as other gear, the spearfishing like equipment that you're wearing is going to be pretty much the same for any other kind of diving. I would definitely recommend wearing gloves, a rash guard if you have one, or just your wetsuit. Just protect yourself. There's a lot of stuff that can cut you up. But yeah, spearfishing at the jetties, the gear is pretty basic, but I would definitely recommend using the plastic fins. Really short gun, you don't really need that many bands loaded. Definitely have some gloves and a knife. I myself started spearfishing at the jetties, and it's somewhere to start, so just get basic gear, stuff that you're really not going to worry about tearing up, because the jetties are pretty rough on gear. Just plastic, make sure you wear gloves, protect yourself, and just be safe, because the jetties have a lot of current and it's pretty murky. So hopefully you guys like this, and I'll see you guys on the next video.